doing a little bit of stuff to the Jetta. We've got this lovely little machined piece of expensive metal. Just like that. All balance shaft out. Lovely. Corks fits no power. It's a very tight fit. Now the old one came out fairly easy. I don't know why is that now. A bit more on your slag. Just go on. Fucking awesome. Fucking piss taking bastard like. No, this is a fuck on. This is what this is. Why is that not going on? Why? And after many hours of swearing and perseverance, the balance shaft is in. Fuck me.
F3 right now, 1.1 seconds away from Tfsi.
Well, that went well, didn't it? What a faff. We're back today to talk about and do a little bit of prep for the car, for bits going on the car and whatnot, before it goes for mapping. So I managed to pick up an RT Performance single mass and twin friction clutch setup for like, I think it was like £400. Brand new, second hand in a box, just never used. Lucky. Clutch is nearly bedded in, so it's time to start thinking about getting things sorted, and here we are. So the car's in next week with the guys down at Decimal Tenths for inlet clean and, well, port blasting. The car's on 95,000 mile. It's, you know, it's an old car, probably going to be quite bad in there. So I thought before getting it mapped, it only makes sense to have it port cleaned. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to get this inlet ready for him so that he can pull the old one off, and all the new hardware is on this one, and he can just bang it straight on. Splits the bill down for me, and obviously makes his life a little bit easier just having it all installed. Bang it on, away you go. So we'll get this shit tidied off, and we'll start pulling this thing apart and tidying it up.
He's going to get faster, Bex.
Getting bang into the WRC like. Elvin Evans, if you hear this, you definitely won't, but if you do, I'm rooting for you, mate. Right, so running flap delete kit. These manifolds from standard, all of the Tfsi engines come with these on. You see these little restrictive boys in here? Yeah, well, they're no good if you want to make power, really. I mean, they will probably make, this delete kit will probably make a marginal difference in terms of actual numbers, but in terms of airflow, getting those out of there is never going to be a bad thing. I mean, we'll give you a close-up, but I think you can already tell how disgusting that is and how, yeah, it's just not what we're wanting there, really. Like, there's a few different kits and a few different manufacturers that sell and make these online. Do not buy a plastic one. One of the biggest things about these, or the biggest talking points about doing these is they're made of plastic. And over time, being introduced to oils and fuel and all the rest of it that's being pumped around in there in the PCV, you know, gas system that's being expelled into here is going to break that plastic down over time. Don't buy a plastic runner flap delete kit. Buy metal. So that's number one. And number two is the usual RS4 fuel return valve. This is basically just going to mean that the fuel rail can hold more pressure, meaning there's more fuel there to be used, meaning more squirty into cylinders, meaning more bang, meaning more boosty. So what we're going to do is strip all the unneeded shit off, because the lads at Decimal Tenths aren't going to need these on here. We'll quickly rip all that stuff off camera, and we'll start giving this a little tear down. So flat bladed screwdriver or a little pick or something like that. Get that clip off there. This is just the actuator arm for the runner flaps. And that should just pop off reliably. Get them snapped off. And the motor can just come off and stay off because ain't nobody got time for that. Come on, Diamonds. Come on, Diamonds. Come on. Come on. Yes, lovely. Like a yo. Fellas give us a nice new gasket to go in so that can go in the bin. But yeah, mate, that balance shaft delete looks so easy on the internet. Everyone's just like, oh yes, just drop the chain and take up the slack and F you can. I fucking wish. Oh, it is fucking manky in there. Oh, mate, look at this. This is what's in the way of all of the airflow coming into the engine. That is disgusting! I mean, look at that. Come on, you twat. That's the original thickness. Probably like, what, 2 mil? I mean, that one there, that has to be nearly 6 mil across that. We'll get some brake cleaner in there, clean the shit out of that bastard. That's going to need actually scraping out there. I don't even know whether it's worth me doing this. I'm going to be here for ages doing this. I'm going to have to turn you back on just to be able to witness this. I mean, can you see that? That is a petrol engine. It looks like the inside of the EGR house. I mean, holy fucking shit. I'm not even barely fucking touching the surface there. Like. It's fucking everywhere. And this car, that this manifold come off, apparently had 64,000 miles on it. So you can imagine what the back of the valves look like. And nearly 100,000 miles in my Jetta. Bah. See how loose that was? Fittings like this, going under brass with convex seals and all the rest of it, don't need to be mental tight. They seal themselves, don't really tighten them. See that? Little tap, broken off, just like that. Just like that. So I think this standard one is capable of holding like 130 bar or something like that, which is fine on a Q3 setup. With the higher boost pressures, higher fuel pressures from the internal fuel pump upgrade and all the rest of it, we want to be able to hold that extra pressure in the rail that all these new upgrades are making, so that that fuel can then be used to make the car go boom boom. So, old fuel return valve out. You just have to crack this fitting off, undo this bolt here and undo the bolts in the front, and this little pipe surge slide enough so you can get the fitting out. I was an idiot and took a load of stuff that I didn't need to off, so I'll just give them a little snug back down. Right, taking the thread a bit nicer now. But yeah, if you're working with brass fittings and stuff like that, if you have any sort of uncertainty or any sort of second guess, just back it back off before you go too mental, because it does not take much to destroy one of these. So that is the RS4 return valve in. Nice and easy, simple job. Don't know what I've done with the old one, just so I can show you it's apart again. Just a little one-way valve that has a set release pressure inside with a little mechanism. It obviously has a diaphragm in it of some kind. And these are basically just little blanking plugs that you pop in either end. So then, where these sit in. Look at these. No, look at these. No, not look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Yes, look at these. Lovely. Oh, she's a fucking beauty. Look at that. Like I've done it before, that's not where it is. That's not where it is. Stupid head. Just like a grown-up jigsaw puzzle really, innit? That's all it is. I love grown-up jigsaws. What was that? Just see a lot of. Just to see what it went by. Tidy. Look at these. Look at these. Nice. Sleek. You can see how much better that is instead of having those stupid things in there. Much better with a nice clean. Lovely job. Right then, that's going to mark the end of it for today. It is officially 5:30, so I'm going to shut shop, go and enjoy the rest of my Friday night, and we will pick this up next week most likely, and we might get some intercoolers fitted.